Hey guys, it's Amanda. What's up? So one of my most viewed videos on YouTube is the Loseit tutorial. However, I'm not even using Loseit anymore, and it has been forever. Apps are changing all the time. So I now use Myfitnesspal, and if you haven't seen my apps that I use for weight loss video, check it out up here somewhere. So I thought that I would do a Myfitnesspal tutorial to update from when I used Loseit. A few disclaimers before we get started. So the first thing is I use iPhone, so I am not sure how Myfitnesspal is on Android or other devices, but I use iPhone, so we are going to be looking at that today. Also, I don't use all the features. I'll quickly breeze through everything and explain what there is on the app, but some of them you will notice that I don't use personally, so those may not be as in-depthly explained as you might in some other video. But without further ado, let's get right to it, and yeah. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is click on the Myfitnesspal app, obviously. When you open the app, you're going to see this landing homepage. Now, on the homepage, there are articles like I showed in my apps video. As I said, I don't really use these, but I feel like there's sometimes some interesting stuff that might be worth taking a look at. And then at the top, you're going to have kind of like your stats broken down. So your goal calories, your food for the day, your exercise, and what you have remaining. Mine also has my Fitbit tracker steps on there. Down at the bottom, you will see that you have the home button, your diary, the giant plus sign, which enables you to add a bunch of things to your logs, whatever, your progress, and then all the way to the right there is more settings. So let's get right into the diary. So in the diary, again, you have your stats at the top. You also have the ability to switch between the days. So we're on today, you can switch to tomorrow, and you can also go forward, which is something that I like because you can plan for days ahead. And when I was using Loseit back then, they had actually recently changed it so that you couldn't add your meals for the days ahead without paying for their premium services. So this is something that I like and is available on Myfitnesspal for free, and it is one of the reasons that I prefer Myfitnesspal in comparison to Loseit at this point. Now, I'm going to show you tomorrow just because I've already logged in today. So now, when you first go, you will see all of your meals, breakfast, lunch. I already logged my dinner for tomorrow just because I know that what we're going to be having. Snacks, exercise, and water. So to add food, there are a few ways that you can do this. You can, sometimes when you're first starting the day, which you're not going to see because I've already done today and it doesn't do it for the future meals, but it'll give you the option to add yesterday's breakfast, and at that point you can just swipe and it'll add exactly the same breakfast, which is really cool. If you don't have that, you can press on the three little dots to the right of the screen under breakfast, and it'll give you, you can quick add, which is just you put in like the calorie info, and you can also copy from date, which is really cool. So you can go and add breakfast, lunch, dinner, or snacks from any day. I think it goes back a month. Yes, so back a month ago. And that's pretty cool. I definitely utilize that feature when I have eaten something similar, especially when it has a lot of different like foods, and it would take a long time to add them individually. Now, if you haven't logged it before, you're gonna wanna go to add food, and you can see that on the left, so you're gonna click that. And then there are a few ways from here also to add. You can see some of your history, things that you have eaten recently, or you can put your food in the search bar. See here at the top, let's look up apple. So see, in my history I have apple, but if you didn't, you would just click search. And then it will give you all different kinds of apples, and you can just choose the one that is most accurate with the one that you ate. If you know more info, so you could write in green apple, and it'll come up. You can see, like, for example, the third one down is green small apple. Now you can also add recipes. I don't have as many in this one because I actually recently changed my username, but you can go in and create recipes where you would just add all of the different ingredients, and I'll show you more on that later. You can add meals. So see here, it says yesterday's breakfast, like I was telling you earlier, but you can actually add things as a meal on your own, and then they would be there for you just to grab real quick. I apparently like to do things the hard way and haven't utilized this feature that much yet. And then again, my foods, that's foods that you actually created. For example, if it didn't have it as a food in here already. However, another thing that I do like about Myfitnesspal in comparison to Loseit is that a lot of the foods you will find are in here. I remember with Loseit, I had a problem a lot of the time where I could not find the correct food in the search, and maybe they've updated their database since then, but I found that I was Googling a lot of different things, and a lot of times it would bring me to the Myfitnesspal website, which was kind of ironic and funny. But I do feel that they have most of the foods, most of the brands, most of the correct ones, and if not, you can use the barcode feature, which I will show you right now. Okay, so to use the barcode, you're going to, on the side of the search bar, you'll see the barcode. Click that, and it's going to open up to a camera. So now you get your food that you want to add, and you just line up the barcode. And as simple as that, it is there. You hit the check mark, and it'll add it for you. Now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that because that is not something that I'm doing, but you get the point. Okay, so another way to add food is down at the bottom where you see the home and the diary. You can also click the giant add button. And here you can see you would go and add food, pick the meal you'd like to, so we'll just say breakfast, and then it brings you to that same screen that we were just going over. So that's pretty cool. And then another thing, let's get into the different things you can add. You can click add at the top, quick add, scan barcode, create a recipe. Now you can add from the web, which I have not had a whole lot of luck with. It usually says it can't sync it, or you can enter the ingredients manually. So that's normally the one that I choose. You name it, whatever you want, say how many servings it is. And then when you add the ingredients, it's the same as here. You just are searching for all the different ingredients, and it'll combine it into one big recipe for you. Same with meals. If you create a meal, you're going to come and you're going to name your meal, add the items. So it's kind of like a recipe in a way, except you can, I guess, categorize them. One would be a recipe with all the different ingredients, like in a cake, your specifically made cake, or your meals like that just has different foods that aren't necessarily mixed together. I'm sure they're technically used the same way, but whatever floats your boat. And my food, same, you're just gonna add your foods. Okay, so moving right along, your progress. So see right on this screen, you're going to see your start weight, your current weight, and how much of a change that's been. You have the graph that shows that for you as well. Then down below, you can see all of your different entries, no matter how many you've put in. And you also have a place where you can add a progress photo, which I just found out, so that is why I do not have too many. I actually went back to all of my old weights and added photos from that time. And I don't do that every week. You definitely could. I try to do that at least once a month. Now you can click the button in the top right corner to add your weight. And as you can see, it has a place for your weight, the date, and a progress photo. Or you can also click the giant plus button down at the bottom and click to add your weight, which is the purple button to the right. And it'll bring you to that same exact page. So that is pretty much that. And you can change like the time that it shows you to, you know, how many months you want it to show. Like this is how much you've lost in a week, month, all of that good stuff. Okay, so, oh, I did not show how to add exercise. So from the big plus size button, you can add exercise. You pick cardio or strength. And it's the same as adding foods. You just search it up at the top. Let's do walk. Click search, and then it'll bring up all different kinds of walks. You can add your own exercises, which I also do. Because they don't always have everything, but I honestly just record. I include my exercise in what I want for my calories for the week, so I don't necessarily add exercise, but you can. That is also on your diary page. Let's go back there. Underneath snacks, you can add exercise, and you can also add water, which I did not show you on that page either. So now that we're back here, I'll actually also show you your nutrition, which it breaks down your day for you to carbs, fats, and protein. And there are some more with premium, which I do not have yet. If you go to your nutrients, it breaks it down even more. Fiber, sugar, saturated fats, cholesterol, sodium, all of that. And then you can also break down your calories and see when you are eating the most calories. Okay. Now let's go all the way to the right to the 3 dots in the corner, which is the more page. You can shop fitness gear, which I do not do. My profile. Now, Myfitnesspal kind of is like a Facebook in a way. I don't have any friends on here, but you definitely could. So you can see here there's like a timeline. It gives your username, where you live if you add that in, when you last logged. And my Loseit pal. Loseit was kind of like that too. I did have friends on there, but I find that it's not helpful for me personally. But if you want to get your friends involved, go for it. You can do your goals, which you guys have seen me do before. It shows you what your goal weight is, how much you want to lose per week, your activity level, which only really matters for them calculating your calories. I'm actually using the TDEE calculator to find my calories. So you only really need to change that if you are letting Myfitnesspal calculate your calories. And then you can go in and do your own goals. So for calories, like you've seen me put in the calories that the TDEE calculator has told me. You can adjust your carbs, protein, and fat. As you see, if you click on this, it'll give you the different percentages. And you can also have fitness goals, workouts, and minutes worked out. I don't do that, but you definitely could. So going back here, again, we have meals, recipes, and foods. That just brings you to these pages that we've seen before. So I won't talk too much about that. You can add reminders. I have it to remind me to weigh in if I haven't already. You can link apps and devices. I have my Fitbit linked, which is how I get my steps in. They also have different apps. Sorry for closing out of that so fast. These are all different ones that they have that you can connect. It has your steps. I have mine connected to my Fitbit, like I said. They have a blog. I don't really use that. Community, they have forums and stuff like that. I haven't utilized this either, but some people really enjoy that. And if that's your thing, go for it. Friends and messages, like I said, this is kind of like a social media for weight loss and such. I do not have any friends or any messages, so I'm not going to bother showing you that. Myfitnesspal actually has other apps. They are powered by Under Armour, as you see. So all of these are Under Armour apps. Then setting and privacy center, just the same old thing. If you are used to using pretty much any app, that is what that is for. Okay guys, so that is Myfitnesspal. I think that I went over everything, especially the features that I use. I really wanted to do this because actually this month I think I'm going to try a free month of the premium, and I can let you guys know a month from now how that went and if it is worth it. If you think I missed anything or you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I would love to go more in depth about anything you guys have questions on. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe for more. I upload videos every Monday and Fridays usually. And yeah, hit that bell for notifications. Until next time, I'll see you later guys. Bye!